Welcome to the Freedom Queen podcast. Bridget James Ling here. You're on the other side of this listening. We're going to have the time of our lives in this episode. Now, this is a part of our extraordinary November, no matter what November challenge. So you get value out of these. You love it. Review it and you get entered 5 times. Share it to your Instagram story and tag myself and Freedom Queen team, and you get entered to win one time that way. So the more you share it and once you review it, the more entries you get to win 1 ticket to Freedom Queen Live. I am ecstatic about this, and I am in such an amazing state. I just got back from a really crazy trip to Italy and Paris. I spent 2 weeks in Europe. First week was with clients, and the client work was absolutely extraordinary. I don't do basic. I never have. Let's be real. I never done basic things in my life. I've always done really extraordinary things. And so when I do a VIP weekend with clients, it is otherworldly. It is, you are a billionaire is what we're experiencing, and in magic as well. I mean, the 2 VIP sessions that I had with clients, we experienced magic that I didn't even expect to happen, but that's what happens when you are somebody who is magical. You attract magic into your life, things that it doesn't make sense to most people, but it totally does to us. And one of these, I'll share with you 2. There's so many magical moments. I'll share with you 1. And if you want magical moments with me, then come see me in person at one of our Freedom Queen worldwide, world-class experiences. I don't do a lot of them. They're very limited. So if you do want to do them, know that you have to book them in advance. Like some of my clients have booked them a year out. So make sure that you do book them earlier than later if you want to be a part of them. So on the VIP day that I did with one of my clients, I'm not going to go into all the details of the whole day and weekend, because truthfully, it has to be something that you experience. It has to be something that you go on this journey with me. But on the VIP day with one client on that Monday, she wanted to do something special. Something in Freedom Queen we do is I facilitate experiences, but clients in Freedom Queen curate it. So you inside of Freedom Queen decide how you're going to experience Freedom Queen, the kingdom. And one of my clients, when she submitted her VIP weekend onboarding form, she said, I want to go pen shopping. And I said, pen shopping? And we checked in with her just to make sure. I'm like, because she speaks French, and I was wondering if there was a translation issue. She's like, no, pen. I'm like, okay, well, you are the coolest person ever. This is a first for me. Let's go luxury pen shopping. So my executive assistant, who's an extraordinary human being, I'm sure she'll be on the podcast sometime soon. She goes and builds this experience where the pen designer tells her, we've never had somebody ask to create an experience like this. This is the first. That's what he said to her. His name was Victor. And as he was telling me this story of what the luxury pen designer was sharing with her, I laughed because I said, of course, this is the first time they've ever had someone request an experience like this. And so I'm going to tell you about the experience. So after a very full day of adventuring, business masterminding, talking, photo shoots, business brunch, champagne popping, private driver, Andre, who was amazing. Like after all of that, we go pen shopping. And we arrive at the pen store and Victor is there to greet us. And I've never been pen shopping. I've been like luxury jewelry shopping, clothes, but not for a pen. And as we enter in, there stands Victor, and Victor takes us over to his area, and he starts pulling out the different pens that my team had pre-selected for us. And he asks if we want a coffee, and I get an espresso, and he starts pulling out these pens. And one of the key themes of the weekend was timeless. One of the reasons why I chose the videographer that I chose is because he said in his bio, I don't do viral, I do timeless. And something I'm known for is creating timeless brands, timeless content. And as we're sitting there, he's pulling up the different pens and he says, the word timeless in French. But I don't know that he's saying the word timeless. And so he says that word, and I go, oh, what does that mean? And he says, timeless. And I'm like, okay. Okay. I know what's going on here now. Something is up. The signs are always around you. Everything is always working out for you. And so he says the word timeless in French, and I ask him what it means, and he says timeless, and I'm like, okay, God, I see you. And we go on to write and utilize the pens. I had no idea that buying luxury, expensive pens was a desire of mine. I had no idea that that would be something that I enjoyed. It was a first, and I got to experience that with my client, Olivia, who's in the mastermind, and she's an extraordinary woman. And she is like just totally enjoying the whole experience. And Victor asks for Olivia to write a letter to my assistant, my executive assistant. And so she starts writing the letter, and I'm like, this is literally the most beautiful thing ever. I'm with a client in Paris. We're working with Victor. She's writing a letter to my executive assistant, and what is so amazing about the work that you and I do is that our businesses fund other people's dreams. So I'm getting to see Victor light up about the pen, Olivia light up about writing, Morgan's now going to get this letter to her. I'm the one facilitating the experience, and it is just remarkable. You know, this is why I work with women who are legendary, women who leave legacies, women who dream so big they don't fit in most rooms. Because they create lives and companies that are so big that other people's dreams and visions fit inside of it. That's what happens when we come together. Queen meets queen. And so we're sitting there, and she picks out the pen that she wants, and I'm just like in awe of the whole experience. This is just so amazing. And as we're sitting there, you have to know something really important. When I first started my business, obviously Queen has always been a theme, but in the beginning of my business, I loved the band Queen and Freddie Mercury. I loved the band, and I loved the song Radio Gaga. And when I first started my business, I said that whenever I hear that song or any Queen music, it let me know that I was on the right track. And it would happen in so many funny moments, like in a random car in Thailand, walking by a bar in Costa Rica. Like I would hear it at the most random points. I remember the ball dropping on New Year's Eve in 2021, and I was like, and the song Radio Gaga came on, and I was like, what is happening? And so I don't utilize that sign anymore, but it does still mean a lot to me, and I don't hear it. Like I don't hear Queen music a lot anymore. But I still think that Freddie Mercury, and I think he's an icon, and just what that band, they're legends, right? And so we're wrapping up and the pen is paid for and we're just enjoying the experience now. And as we're getting ready to stand up, he says, "Do you know Freddie Mercury?" Do you know Freddie Mercury? And I laugh inside. And I have chills right now while telling you this story. Yes, I know Freddie Mercury. Why? He says, we're actually getting ready to do a Queen tribute pen of Freddie Mercury. I didn't need to say anything else. I just knew that God was all around. I just knew that God was there. God's with you right now. There's every sign around you that you are meant to do something extraordinary. But I want you to start looking for them. They're all there. So I say, yes, I know Freddie Mercury. And he tells us about the tribute pen, and who knows, maybe I'll be buying that pen one day. I doubt it, but the moment was there. And we go and we get Olivia a special notebook that she can have to write in, and we are getting ready to leave. And I take a photo of Olivia. So let's take a photo of you. And Victor says to us, "I'll be right back." And we're like, okay, no problem. We'll take the photo and hang out here. We're good. We're literally like, I'm smiling as I'm telling this story because I can't stop forgetting this moment with Olivia. And this man comes down with these 2 boxes. And he says, I have something to give you. And I don't know if I was just so in shock by another magical moment, another miracle, another God moment, because magic, like miracles had already happened so much that day and that weekend that I was like, there can't be any more. Like, this is already fantastic. But just when you think everything's already extraordinary, more comes your way. And he tells us that these seasonal snow globes that haven't been released to the market yet are for us. And he kind of says it quickly and puts them down and then walks away. And Olivia's smiling. And I'm like, did he just say that these are for us? Like, we get to keep these, like take them home? She's like, yeah, they're gifts. I'm like, what? I'm in such shock right now. Are you serious? Like, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. And they're beautiful. Now, I live in Costa Rica, or I have a house in Costa Rica, and I have been wanting Christmas stuff because this is our first Christmas in our house. I've been wanting Christmas stuff like since we moved in. I'm like, I want to do Christmas. I want ornaments. I want to get some sort of, we'll probably get a tropical tree because it can't be a pine tree. And we'll put that in our house and it will be amazing. So the fact that it's a snow globe And it's beautiful. And as a little girl, I used to collect snow globes. I loved them so much. I was dumbfounded. I was like, what? You're giving us these snow globes? Thank you. Thank you so much. And we leave and we walk back to the Ritz, and then we have then we have more magical moments. Again, I'm not going to go into all of them, but I want you to know two things. The first thing is that God is all around you. Everything is working out for you. But you've got to believe. And you've got to see it. Seek it. And you will find it. Look around. It's right there. The door is right there. Walk through it. And the second thing is, you're going to experience miracles, and then there are going to be more miracles, and more miracles, and more miracles. You are available for miracle after miracle after miracle. Thank you. More, please. You don't have to reach a limit on miracles. There's no end in the number of miracles you can experience. And I see so many business owners do this with their money, with their happiness, with their success. They think they've reached a point. They've reached whatever money they want to make, and they can't go past that. The reason I grow like I grow is because I believe that there are always more miracles. I believe that there's always one waiting right there for me to just see it. Freedom Queen, welcome to the Freedom Queen podcast, the Freedom Queen planet, the place for women of influence. The women of Freedom Queen are truly extraordinary. Wow. For those of you coming to our Freedom Queen conference, I cannot wait to see you there in person and experience all of the miracle moments that we are going to experience. I love you. Make sure that you share this episode with somebody who needs it. Screenshot it when you share it or review it. Starting on November 1st, we are going to do a challenge where one winner is going to get a ticket to Freedom Queen Live. Okay. Spaceship is blasting off.